Oh, boy, who's your little friend? Little butterfly, I want to be wrapped up in that powder, too. Little stag beetle, your spiky pincers are so sharp. They must feel so good. What the? Little ladybug, if I was smaller, I would get on your back and we'd fly around. Hey everybody on YouTube, this is Super Nintendo, and welcome back to another episode of The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD. Last time, we came here to Hyrule Castle, met Agatha, the Princess of the Bug Kingdom. And we got ourselves some more bugs. I know it doesn't sound very exciting, but this time we are going to help out Ilia. But first, we have some other stuff to do. If you notice, in Agatha's kingdom now, some of the golden bugs are around there. And they are, just kinda hanging around. It's pretty cool. It's a cool little detail. Now, remember that guy I told you last episode that we want to keep an eye on? Well, now's the time. If I'm not mistaken...
If you would, for the sake of peace in Hyrule, would you please make a donation?
We will give him, if I'm not mistaken, if you give him 500 rupees, I think that's the amount you want to give him.
May the spirit of love descend upon you. If you continue to pray for peace, someday you will be surrounded with love.
That's what he is saying. He's saying that every time we give him the money, so... Okay, I guess it's more. I'll be right back after I get more money from Agatha. Yep, you get 100 rupees for giving her a pear. Not like that, get your mind out of the gutter. She basically says the same thing, but then she says, oh, we have a pear, I'll give you great happiness. Oh, yeah, we have a pear, don't we? Don't these little bugs look happy? Allow me to share this happiness with you. That's all she says every time. Which is why I'm skipping through her dialogue. But now she says we have half the bugs here. So as a symbol of my royal gratitude, please accept this. And we get a stamp. 12 bugs left. Alright. There we go. We only got 6 more bugs left to give her. And we can already actually get 4 of those 6 if I wanted to spend a lot of time just cutting out stuff. I mean, we're gonna get them soon enough, but yeah, I'm not gonna do that right now. Not for this episode anyway.
If you would, for the sake of Hyrule.
There we go. We got ourselves another piece of heart. So it cost quite a pretty penny to do this, but yeah. Oh, and another little detail, you can pick up the dog. I'm stealing this dog. Also, as another thing, you can... So you like dogs, huh? They're cute. If you throw a bone or something, they'll bring it back, you know. You should play with sometime. I don't want to pick you up. I want to pick up your bone.
Who's your good little boy?
It really does bring it back. That's cute. Aw. I love that. Go get it. Alright, we can't really play with the dog forever. Alright, now that we have done that, let's go finally see Ilia. So this is Telma's bar, huh?
This is a Zora child.
This is a... gotta figure out the right voice. This is a Zora child. This is beyond my expertise. Doctor, wait! If something isn't done, this child will... Well, this ain't good. A human doctor won't do, huh? The old coot reminded me, though. I've heard of a shaman in Kakariko village, in the Elden Lands, who's tended Gorons and Zoras. Is that true? Perhaps if we take him there...
Inadvisable. Too dangerous. But we can't turn a blind eye to a pretty girl in need, either. Yes, we'd better escort you. Am I right, boys?
Well, isn't that nice? To reach Kakariko, we've got to cross 2 plains that are each infested by dangerous beasts. But we'll be safe now. Cowards! Don't ever show your faces here again. Oh my. Looks like we've got 1 young swordsman left. And not only that, but looks like this brave young man will escort us. So go get ready to go, honey. Pronto. You know that girl, don't you? It's a real shame. She can't even remember her own name right now. Bless her heart. She found this poor boy collapsed in the road. She did all she could to save him. More courage in that girl than all the soldiers in Hyrule, for sure. You lend your strength to her. You hear me? So, you say that bridge to the west has been destroyed, huh? Then our only option is to cross the bridge to the east. You see what that means. You'll have to deal with that thing. Thank you so much for this. If you don't mind me asking, what's your name? Link? I will never in all my life forget your kindness, Link. Little lady, I think you'd best save your thanks until we're safe in Kakariko. This swordsman of ours has great eyes, honey. They're proud and wild, like a feral beast. We need a beast right now to keep the true ones at bay. If we make it to Kakariko safely, we'll thank him then, okay? So to talk about Telma a little bit, it's, as far as I'm aware, it's unknown what race she is, but she seems to be Gerudo. She's got the red hair, she's got the darker skin, but she doesn't have the jewel on her forehead that most other Gerudo do. Okay, it's your turn, honey. We're counting on you. Okay, this time with King Bulblin, you just want to shoot your arrow at him and avoid his boar beast thing. Or that happens. I thought I might as well show that one time. Yep, you can't hit him with your sword because he's got shields on both sides of him. This time he's swerving a little bit. You got the gate keys. These keys open the gates along the path of Kakariko. Nice, honey. Keep up the good work. Alright, let's get going. So we should probably head up front and deal with any... Those are bow and arrow Bulblins. Don't bother shooting them, honestly. If they manage to hit the cart, like now, just pull out your Gale Boomerang and hit the boomerang. Throw the boomerang at the cart. Basically, the only real enemies you're gonna have to look out for are, well, you'll see them in just a moment. Get on the horse! I'm going to do that. Those flying birds are the only things you're really gonna have to worry about. They will occasionally drop bombs in front of the cart that are going to knock it off course. So you want to just shoot them, and if any of these things get in the way, then murder them. Murder! Murder is my favorite pastime. Ah, crap. Upon a... There we go. Now we just gotta make sure that no other flying bird creatures manage to do that. Which, we don't have to. The thing is right there. Ow. I think when they told us to head into Kakariko, they didn't mean... He has passed through the worst of it. As long as he rests, he should recover in due time. Do you know the fate of his mother?
Her welfare consumes him. He has been mumbling deliriously about her almost constantly. I cannot see the knowledge. I can see that the knowledge grieves you. It must be an awful memory.
I'll stay with her until he's better, no matter how long it takes.
Is that so? Thank you, Colin.
Hey Link, about Ilia. Is it true what they said about her?
Yes, she has lost her memory, Colin, and regaining it will be no simple task.
But it'll be alright.
Oh wait, other guy. But it will be alright, child. If we were to give her some time, I'm certain that Ilia will find her heart again. So, Colin, I'd like to ask you to stay in this village until then. It is our turn to show the courage that you have already displayed.
Nice to see that there's still hope here, and it's always good to see happy results repay your efforts. Those skills of yours, any chance you're of the mind to put them to use for Hyrule? What hope is there in our kingdom? What hope there is in our kingdom is frail and dying, but there's still a group trying to do what they can. And I'm a member of that group. Call me Telma. I must stay here. I may stay here a bit longer. I'm still worried about Ilia. And, well, never mind the rest. Link, I want to see you again at my bar. You hear me? The bar is actually a kind of safe house for my friends. There's a passageway that leads to the castle from in there as well. If you ever need anything, stop by. I'll be waiting for you, honey. This way. I thought I was going. I keep mentioning that the flipped world keeps confusing me. I love the theme that accompanies the Zora Queen. It's actually the Serenade of Water from Ocarina of Time. A very nice version of it as well. That's the symbol of the Zora Sapphire, also from Ocarina. am deeply grateful to you for aiding my son in his time of need. You were right to bring him here. Kakariko Village is a sacred place for the Zora people. It is where we take our eternal rest. My husband in life, King Zora, also rests his spirit here. It is no coincidence my son found his salvation in this place. That is that which I have promised you is within this grave. During his lifetime, my husband created special garments specifically for the chosen hero, garments that house the abilities of the Zora. You got the Zora armor. This special garment was handed down through the Zora royal family. If you have it equipped, you move freely through water, but you'll be more vulnerable to fire and ice attacks. Now, at last, I can join the king in slumber. And yet, my son, he still knows nothing of my death. If you see him again, please pass on this message. Tell him he must not grieve for his mother's passing. Tell him she wanted him to be brave and live on as the king of our people. And tell him his mother loves him without end. Tell him. Well, isn't it a good thing you found all your friends and picked up that nifty Zora armor? But aren't you forgetting something kind of important? That last few shadow! Remember what Pharaon, the light spirit, said. He said you would need the few shadows to defeat the dark overlord Zant and save the world. So even if you go back with all the people you've saved, that whole tragedy would just repeat itself. So let's get to it. We need to go to the temple on the lake bed of Lake Ilia. Okay, so next time on The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD. We're not gonna set off for the Lakebed Temple just yet. We still have some other stuff to do. Okay? I'll see you guys then.